will come from Brad Rowland.
Hey, Jalen, what have they had you specifically working on so far? I know it's been early so far, but your first pro experience, what's been the focus for you?
Just kind of just understand the concepts of the offense. That's kind of been the main thing, just kind of getting used to the flow of the offense has been the main thing. Not too much like individual work yet. Just trying to get ready and prepare for summer league.
Next from Jamila Johnson.
Hey, Jalen, thank you for your time. So I asked Sharif if he had noticed any differences with the practice. I know it's still pretty early, but have you noticed any differences with how you're practicing now versus how you practiced in the past?
Yeah, the pace is much higher intensity. And it's a lot of good competitive players around you. That's kind of what I've noticed. Everybody can play. Everybody can play at this level. That's the reason why they're here. So that's kind of been the main thing I've noticed so far. Yeah.
Do you like that increased pace?
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Next to Darius from CBS 58 in Milwaukee.
How you doing, Jalen? Good to see you again, even virtually. It's kind of been a whirlwind since draft day, obviously, going right out to Vegas. But how does it feel to be on the precipice of playing another basketball game? It's been so long since you played an actual basketball game since you left Duke.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I'm prepared. I've prepared myself well to this point. I'm just excited to get out there and compete again. Yeah, really looking forward to it and excited for tomorrow.
Let's go to Kevin Chenard.
Hi, Jalen. What's been the most fun part of the Vegas experience so far?
The practices have been fun. Just being able to compete and stuff. But I'd say, we haven't played our first game yet, so I'm assuming that's probably going to be the most fun for me. Just being back in action and playing again. But yeah, the practices have been pretty fun. The coaches bring a lot of energy, the players bring a lot of energy. So it's been fun being around this group of guys. Really enjoyable. So yeah.
If I can follow up, have you gotten to meet any of your teammates in person? I know the day after the draft you talked about some texts and stuff, but have you gotten to meet some people either in Atlanta or in Vegas?
No, not yet. Skylar Mays and Sharif are the only two that I've talked to so far in person.
Back to Darius.
What is kind of your approach to the summer league and trying to make a mark here early on? What is your approach going into summer league with the games you got coming up?
At the end of the day, I want to win. I want to go 5-0 during the summer league. But I'm just gonna play my game. Everything's gonna happen naturally. I believe I put in the work, and it's gonna show on the court. So I'm not really putting any pressure on myself. I'm just gonna go out there and just have fun. Do what I do.
Quick follow-up, if I can.
Oh, go ahead, Darius. Sorry.
When you think back to younger you, back in Milwaukee, back here in Wisconsin, and now being an NBA player who was drafted and an NBA player getting ready to start that pro journey, kind of what comes to mind when you think about it? If you even had a chance to think about that young Jalen Johnson growing up and now having the chance to live out that dream.
It's kind of crazy, just to think about, where I come from and stuff, but it's just really been a blessing. I'm excited, it's just, I don't really think too much about it. I'm trying to just live in the moment right now, because it still seems surreal, that I got on an Atlanta Hawks jersey, just coming from Wisconsin and stuff like that. So, I'm just enjoying every moment of it and extremely grateful for sure.
Okay, back to Edwin Powell.
How you doing? Do you have any, or have you been in contact with any of your maybe college buddies or AAU buddies that are going to be out in Vegas? Are you looking to line it up against any of those guys?
Not too much. To be honest, kind of haven't talked to any of my teammates about summer league or high school teammates. But if I run into them, I'm sure we'll end up saying a little something to each other, but nothing yet.
And back to Darius.
one more from me. Coach had mentioned what you've kind of been able to do in this first couple of practice. How do you feel like you sort of adjusted? And one thing Coach Matt Hill mentioned was your defensive abilities kind of on that end. How do you feel like you're able to translate that to the NBA?
Could you repeat that question for me?
Sorry, we're on the road up here to Lambeau. But Coach had mentioned your defensive. When I asked him kind of how you've been adjusting in practice, he mentioned your defensive side of the ball, and I'm wondering how do you think you can translate that to the NBA as well as your overall game, just going through the first couple of practices.
Yeah, I think that's just going to be able to translate well. Just my ability, to be able to switch on to smaller guards, bigger guys. I can really guard any position, and that's something I take pride in. So I feel like it's going to translate very well at the next level or at this level. So yeah.